Hello, and thank you for joining us here at the commentary zone. As you enter the room, please give us a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell, and tell a friend. Okay, so you guys asked for it. We watched it and, skimmed through most of it, but we watched the good parts of 90 Day The Last Resort. And of course, we've merged it with our secret favorite 90 Day Fiance UK. So basically, this is a mashup. This is a little catch up session. So it's episode 1 for Last Resort, and I watch episode 7 for UK.
Okay, so it's episode 7. Hold on, I may not have watched the right episode. So before I embarrass myself, real quick, let me just double check.
Wait, did Louise say she was pregnant?
Yes.
So you watched the right episode.
Okay, just making sure. Just making sure.
Okay, so you guys asked for this. You guys asked for it. So let's dig in. Jamal, what do you want to talk about first?
There's just quite a bit here. Do we where to begin? Okay, let's. I mean, there was no real like weak spots.
Yes, it was. It's called Angela. It's called what's the name? Ed.
Are we in Last Resort or UK? I'm thinking UK. Cause I'm like,
oh, you're on UK. Okay,
yeah.
so then UK. I just love that show.
I mean, yeah. Let's start with UK. Since
okay,
we're
so
further
who do you
along.
want to start with?
I mean, let's just start with. Okay, Mercy and
Michael.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so Mercy was dating. They're married. So Mercy was let's go down the line. Mercy was mad at the pre-wedding, the pre-wedding dowry. She was mad while the wedding was going on. She was mad after the wedding. She was mad on the plane, and she was mad on the car ride to Kalani, which is a small town in England. She was mad at the weather. she was mad at Michael's place. So she's just mad. Mercy's just mad.
But you know what? I'm mad at Michael. Because if you marrying a person from overseas, one would have figured before you got 20,000 pounds in the hole that you would have brought that bitch over to see where the fuck you live and if she can handle the weather.
Okay, we got that out the way. Can we give a shout out? What's his name? Neil, Rick, whatever his name is.
Nick at dinner with the hair.
Yes.
I love me some Nick.
Can we shout out Nick? Because Nick was asking all the right questions.
Nick gave us all of the dirt. And when she said, I'm going on a honeymoon in Dubai, he's like, oh, fancy or rich or something. You got money or something. I was like, dead. I want to marry Nick. I want to marry Nick.
I mean, but did you see how he dissected? Like, it wasn't just an overall general question. He was breaking down the finances and how much Michael was spending to the dollar. He wanted to know where every dollar was going.
But here's the thing, though. He spent all that money on that wedding in Kenya.
Not including
this ungrateful girl. But for this not including the dowry.
Right?
Because that's on an installment plan, apparently. So, he don't own a house. He's renting. Because she want a 4-bedroom. 3-bedroom.
3-bedroom with a big closet and a big room.
And a big room.
Yes. She got a lot of clothes.
Well, I don't know. Hey, y'all, welcome back. Hi, Sunway. Hi, Auntie. Hi, Tina. Tina loved Last Resort. She was pleasantly surprised. So were we with the parts that we watched.
Right.
To me, Last Resort gave me old school 90 Day vibes, except for Angela trifling ass. Yes. Tina says she's a scammer through and through. Sorry, not sorry. Exactly. But that's why I blame Michael.
Right.
That's why I blame Michael, because you the benefactor. I mean, um,
Okay, is Nick the same friend that questioned him before the wedding?
yes, he was one of
So yes,
two.
he was one of two,
Yes,
right?
where they had the dinner before the wedding
Yes,
and they started asking a question, and he's the one who pulled out his phone and say, "But I found her on these sites," which
exactly.
caused the argument on the
Okay,
phone with her.
I thought Nick was there. I thought Nick was there.
Yeah, because I remember him because as Ryan says, Nick was cute.
I'm sitting here. I'm still. I wasn't expecting like for him to go in like the way he went in, not so soon, but he was just rapid fire. And Mercy, why you get mad? Why you mad?
Truth hurts.
It sure does.
Ryan says 20K for her. That's a lot of Grubhub deliveries. Sure enough.
Yeah, exactly.
And like, was he married to his son's mother, or that's just a baby mama? Because he's basically starting from scratch.
Exactly. And also he had to work the second job in order to pay for everything.
Uh-huh.
And did you catch when she said she wants that house in 2 years and he's gonna have to
Mm-hmm.
work a lot?
Yeah, not her. He.
Right. Because she can't work for like the first year or something, which is understandable, but she's
Mm-hmm.
still thinking about contributing to the household. Oh, and her allowance.
It don't include hair and
Her
nails.
nails.
What the hell? What the hell? Hi, everybody in the chat. Welcome, welcome, welcome. She's a mess. She's a spoiled, bratty, self-entitled mess. And he's gonna be paying forever. Are they even really legally married though?
That's what I want to know. Are y'all married by you? Because here's my whole thing, and I'm glad you asked this because of the whole Louise and Jose situation.
Mm-hmm. Well, at
Like
least Louise and Jose went down to the courthouse to get married. I saw them signing off on
exactly
documents. The only thing we
right.
saw in Kenya was him slitting a goat's throat. Did he sign something in goat
Exactly.
blood? I don't know.
Are they married? Like you said, are they married in UK?
Well, I'm questioning whether they even married in Kenya because apparently they went up there, they did their little dance, and then it's like, we're married. What happened? Did they deliver the beers? I,
Mm.
I, I don't even know. I don't. She should go back. That's 20K out of this child's
Hey
future
Rodney. Hey
trust
Ryan.
fund or college fund or something. Like, this is so disappointing in him. 20K down the drain on her. All right. Oh my God. Y'all don't like Mercy. Oh, you never even see her nails done. Ooh. Ooh. And listen, the least she could do is cook for him. You know that she put that food together and she was just
Yeah,
like, I'm gonna make
she's
this so
mad.
nasty that he never asked me to cook again. I didn't see them signing any documents because the uncle was just fussing and fretting about the beer.
The beer, right?
So we don't even know if the beer didn't show up. That means the terms of the dowry ain't complete. Are they married? No. Look, listen. Let everybody know that this is you, Jamal.
They should know by now. But like I said, we were here for Nick. Good job, Nick. Stay on her.
Oh
Help your
my
friend.
God.
Help your friend.
Yep. She pulled the trick, and so did he. Mm. Good luck to you, girl. But she's all about, if I don't like it here, I'll be on the first flight back. Who paying for that?
Right.
He ain't got no more money. Who paying for that, Mercy? There. I know Nick ain't gonna pay for it.
Mm-mm.
All right.
Nick,
So,
Nick, Nick gonna charge you a booking fee, even if he ain't
oh
booking it.
my God. Anything else with them? They were hilarious. I
No.
enjoyed them. Who's next?
Oh, is the blonde girl? Is her name Catherine?
Alejandro and Caddy, or is it the belly dancer?
The
Because
belly
both of
dancer.
them are. Okay, so that's Christian and Rebecca. This
Rebecca.
is the first time we're seeing them, or at least that I
Rebecca.
remember.
No, we met them last episode when we found out that he
Oh,
was a
yo, yes, 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 yes,
yes,
yes. Okay, yeah, he a player.
right.
They don't know each other.
No,
How you gonna show up at the airport to pick up your man and wonder whether he's coming or not? If he met another girl, and did he walk by you on the concourse? And then he looking around trying to figure out which blonde hair person is you.
right,
Insulting. And then he admits, well, I really don't know Rebecca. What? What? I'm scared of this one, y'all. I'm scared of this one.
right. Now she works in telecom by day and is a belly dancer by night. But she took him along, and she didn't under Rebecca baby cakes. You seem to be a repeat entertainer for this group. You're not going to sit here and make me believe that you didn't know it was going to be as touchy feely as it was, and the tips. Stop it! I'm going to need you not to do that to me.
That table of 9 salivating men was waiting to go
Yeah,
on her. They was waiting.
right. And she seems to be, like I said, she seems to be a repeat performer for this group.
Of course, this is a regular thing for her every week.
Yes.
And Kristen, get used to it, because if it's okay for you to be a man hoe, it's okay for her to use her
Mm-hmm.
body to get money for you to be a man hoe.
Right.
And
It's gonna
Ryan
be
said, did she not tell him about the belly
right.
dancing before? They don't know each other.
No.
That's all I can say. They do not. I'm going to repeat what Christian said. He don't know her like that. But her problem is, I feel that, is that she picks the same type of man over and over again. Because she
Right.
said the last man she had was the one that she married or something. This is the one from Turkey who told her that she was too fat and put her on a diet and blah, 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 blah. Now you're getting this man. I don't know if she has told him about the belly dancing or not, but he's from a Catholic country, and he's also Latino. And what he can do, they don't feel the women can do.
Right.
Complete double standard. So you
Exactly.
out there with your tits getting ready to roll out to the top of that bra, and your belly going jiggle, 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 just like mine. And the men are dipping the funds down in the bosoms. And you expected him to sit there and watch that? If he did, he'd have been your pimp. I mean,
I mean, I for me, I'm on your thought process, because I'm like, how did you really expect him to sit there and be okay with that?
mm-hmm. But okay, girl, dancing is your life. And she did this before marrying a foreign man who dumped her within a week after being married. Yup. And she met this one on a cruise ship or some shit.
Her grandmother like told him to go talk to her.
Oh
It was
Lord,
the
Granny is a
grandmother.
pimp too. She's saying.
but it was so funny to see him so uncomfortable. Like he
It's
was
not,
like,
no, she's not naked, but I think someone who is not from a strictly Catholic country like Argentina and have those double standards with male and female roles in society, I think that'd be okay with other people.
it would be okay with me because she's making money. So, and she's not
Well,
naked.
yeah,
She's not in someone's alley. So we good.
I don't know. I think that was a lot to spring on him. I think you should have showed him a video first. That had just been me. Simp alert. Oh Lord. Not her. Okay, so when Ryan says when she first introduced us to the belly dance and they weren't giving her dollars, pounds like that, maybe that was production to rile them up. Who knows? Who knows? I don't know. Maybe she does like private parties, like birthday parties or something like that. And then like she has her regular gigs at local restaurants. I don't know. I don't know. That big no with culture. Okay. And then I'm so sick of TLC playing him out faces and these people not learning the cultural differences. Well, these people have clearly told us they don't know each other, but
Right.
she know him enough to dick him down the first night he was in.
And to marry him.
Wow. I don't know. I don't know. I see no success, no longevity for these two at all. But good luck to y'all though. I mean that
Right.
sincerely.
Who
Who's
next?
next? Let's do Alejandra and Caddy or whatever her name
Okay.
is.
So basically everything went wrong, but then got married. Next.
But that was a lot of bad omens. I would have never went forward with that wedding.
No.
Never. That was a lot. Like
For me, for me, for me, once the lights went out and the power went off, I'd have been done. I'd like, okay,
well, I would have been pissed because that means bitch, I'm not eating none of that food if we gotta wait too long.
right, for sure.
And the only reason to go to a wedding is for the food and drink.
Exactly.
But listen, the cyclone of wind, the rain pelting down, the wind tearing down all the decorations, then the lights going out. Oh, poor Caddy. They didn't really look believable at the wedding, though.
No, not at all.
So now it makes sense why she said on IG not too long ago that they are no longer together.
Yeah, 1000%. It was doomed.
But I had such hopes for them because they were so cute in season one.
Yeah.
Playing in our faces. Jamal, my sentiments exactly. Oh my God. Anything else happen with these two?
No.
All right, let's get to this shit show. My God, today.
Okay. This,
All right, wait.
these
Let's
two.
start off with I
Oh,
love you, chicken, and
oh my,
baby too.
oh my goodness. I'm like, it took everything I had not to yell at Louise through my phone because I was like, what are you doing?
Not me. I was with the mama. You made your bed, you lie in it.
Yep. And Louise, I was thinking of Louise, like, are you serious right now? This man, you know, this man don't speak no English. Let's call it thing. Okay. Let's not sugarcoat this. You should have known he was going to fail that test. You had to know he was failing that test.
Louise be talking to him and be understanding what he be saying, knowing full well that she make up every single
Thank
thing they
you. My point.
say.
My point. You knew you had to know he was going to fail um, the test.
Oh
Number
Jesus.
two, okay, I'm gonna put this as nicely as I can by merely
Uh-huh.
calling you Louise stupid. Because what you're saying makes no sense. Here is why. You're not going to sit up here in the last episode or episode before that you are going to take out your contraception so you can have a baby. Okay? Remember, she
Mm-hmm.
said that previous episode.
Mm-hmm.
Flash forward to this episode, she gonna sit up there and say, "Well, I wasn't expecting to get pregnant this fast. I was hoping I wouldn't get pregnant till after he passed his test and got the spouse visa." Ma'am, no, shut up, stop it. You
But
realize you
Ryan,
on tape. You realize you on tape, right, ma'am?
Ryan said they about to have a chicken nugget.
Yep.
She miscalculated her fertile period. She about to have a chicken nugget
But
with this
I'm looking at her
Bobo the
like,
clown.
I'm looking at her like, what? Ooh, that part right there. Here's the thing. I don't mind you lying to me when I can't see it. But
Mm-hmm.
when you lie and we could see that you lied and the hypocrisy, no. Mm-mm. You wanted to wait until after he passed, but y'all was having all the sex in the world to get pregnant. Okay, okay.
Mm-hmm.
And then you're gonna tell me that you really thought he was gonna pass that English test. Oh, okay. Okay.
She is not living in our reality.
Uh,
She
dude.
is not. And to think that these people procreate, speak on it, Silver Goddess. My God. Tina said, I can't even comment on neither of these goofies. Girl, I seen a clip of them. The son sounded like he the only one with common sense. Yes, Auntie, he is.
The
Because he
only one.
knows that he's going to be the only one to take care of that kid,
Exactly.
that chicken nugget. Louise talking to Jose like me talking to my dog. He may understand 25% of what she's saying. You're giving him a lot of credit,
A lot.
understanding 25%.
10 at most.
I'm going -2. -2. They've been like, oh my God, they have been like rabbits. What they expect? Well, I guess she forgot. What was the class? Sex ed.
Right.
I guess she forgot that. Well, I don't expect him to know any of that because when they was at the kitchen sink and she brought him the stick and she told him that she was pregnant and his response was wah, 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 I was what? It's like monkey day at the zoo. I'm sorry, and I'm not meaning that in a derogatory way, but honestly, communicating with him, I think I would have more success with communicating with the primates at my local zoo. I would beat his brains in. Louise is a saint to put up with this because ain't no way that I would put up with Jose and his musty ass dick for this. No, no, no. Louise, get your shit together.
But
I
she
pray
act
she's not pregnant because we never even saw the lines. Did
right.
we?
But I don't know, but she actively did this though. That's my core issue. She actively did this.
Okay. Auntie, I got pregnant within 2 weeks after stopping the pill. The doctor told me it would take a long time. Yep. They lie. They lie. Because if you miss one pill,
Boom.
so when they tell you that, what they should tell you is that a lot of times after you come off the pill, that first pregnancy will miscarry because of the hormones.
Mm.
But they should never tell you that it takes that long because when they're telling you, if you even miss one pill, you leave yourself susceptible to getting pregnant. So if you miss one pill, you could get pregnant right away if you stop completely. Like, I don't know. I don't
What?
know.
Hold up, Ryan. Wait, 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 wait,
Uh-huh.
wait, 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 whoa, 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 whoa.
Which one are you looking at?
And apparently she has two younger children that aren't allowed
Yep.
to film.
Yep. That Jesse is responsible for. That is why Jesse is always harping about who taking care of who and who got a job. She's living off the dole in a council flat, and Jesse is the one who is working.
Wow. So she got
And
two
that's why he's
younger
so
kids.
upset because he know that this next
Okay.
nugget he's going to have to take care of because none of the baby daddies are involved.
Wow. I said I hadn't
Kalani
heard that.
said, yep, she should have been focused on getting him in an ESL class so he could pass the English test. He couldn't understand the basic questions her mother. Yes, the mother asked like, what is your
What is her
name
last name?
and how are you? And he's
No.
no,
How
how
old are
old are
you?
you? And he
How
said,
old are
I'm
you?
okay. like he was a mess. And Jesse is just sitting there and he is crumbling, 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 crumbling. Oh my God.
Here's my thing with Jesse, and I felt really bad for him. I really thought he was gonna snap. I'm like, Jesse, please don't do
Mm-hmm.
it. Don't just act. Because remember, he came late. He sat down. She broke the news, and he's like, you could just see his whole, like, I'm like, he's really holding this in right now, and he's holding this in better than me.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah. He's just thinking, look, I'm already responsible for 2 kids. Now a
Mm-hmm.
third. This boy is what, barely 21-ish? He's in his
Barely, and
very early 20s. That's a lot. And you know that he's been
and
taking care of her since he was little.
right, and then on top of that, since Jose can't work, he got to take care of him too.
I think that's the biggest knife to the, like what Cody said, knife to the kidneys, is gonna have to take care of Jose. And he was right. He was like, he needs to know that when he comes here to the UK, he's not going to be focusing on music. He's going to go get him a job. But Louise is going to be funding his wannabe music career. Jesse wants to cuss his mom. Yup. Yep. He sure enough does.
But the mothers look at me crying
21, 22.
when she broke the news. Her mother just looked at her like, "What'd you say?"
Mm-hmm.
Like her mama gave her like, "What do you mean?" Like the mom gave that, "What do you mean?" Look.
Mm-hmm.
What are you talking? Like the mom at first she wasn't really comprehending. Like she was like, "What are you talking about? What do you mean pregnant? What do you mean baby?" And then it kind of clicked. She's like, "Okay, you made your bed. You gonna sleep in that." Which that means, AKA, I ain't
Mm-hmm.
doing, AKA, I ain't doing shit. That's what the
Because
mama
she
was saying.
probably raised Jesse. She
Mm-hmm.
probably raised Jesse. And then once Jesse got big enough, she got these next 2 little picnics and got Jesse taking care of them. Because mama said, I helped you with Jesse. I ain't fucking helping you with no more stray cats around this place. I don't know. I'm loving Jesse and her mom. He's an idiot. And then she's like, you're not gonna be here for when the baby's being born. Girl, go dash yourself down some stairs. Sorry.
But that was her main concern, though, that he wasn't going to be there during the pregnancy. Not the fact that he doesn't know English. That's not a problem. Not the fact that he's not going to be able to work. That's not a problem. The problem is that he's not going to be there during the pregnancy.
But Jamal, he couldn't even get through the gate
I
to take
know.
the test.
That's what I'm saying. Like Louise's concerns are. I'm like, ma'am, that no. That's not the concern. That's not the concern you should be worried about. These are the concerns that you should be worried about.
Oh my
And have
God.
you noticed that she has not mentioned him working not one time?
Nope. Nope. Yes, Jesse does look just
Yes,
like his grandma.
just like his
Just like
grandmother.
his grandma. He needs to leave the son. Yeah, but the son's he's a responsible person.
Mm-hmm.
And ultimately he loves his mom. But he's in a position where he is parenting to his parent. And unfortunately, his parent seems to be stuck in the terrible twos. I don't know. I feel so bad for him. He trying to get into the office, but child. Wonder in her mind if she's pregnant, so he gets a stay. Listen, I question that pregnancy. I question that pregnancy because we ain't see the lines. But then again, I could go and get some pink marker and make it on. Let me stop. Okay, never mind. Whatever. All right. So we have gone through all of them on this show.
Yes.
Okay. All right, y'all. Let's get to the next goodies. So the last resort.
Okay.
Um
I'm gonna say this how I took this. I took Debbie's advice and skimmed over the people with either no storyline or we don't care about. Now, for me, the only people that really matter are Kalani and Asuelu,
Mm-hmm.
Michael and Angela,
Mm-hmm.
um, and to a degree, Molly and Kelly. Don't care about Yara and Joe because this is the same issues y'all been having since we met you. He wants a second baby. You not ready. All in all, Yara, you don't. You only want one child anyway. So we know that.
Mm-hmm.
That's fine. But I would keep you around because of your commentary. To be honest, because they are
Yes, they
hilarious.
they specialize in the commentary, in the
They are hilarious.
confessionals. Yes. All
And
right. Uh-huh.
Ed and Liz never cared about you. Don't care about you now. So that's why. That's why.
But I do have one comment on her. What happened to her youth?
Oh,
She Liz.
oh yeah. I mean, but she
Liz
never.
looks
I'm.
haggard.
I mean, but she's jumping on top of it. Never mind.
Oh God, I just feel so bad for her. I'm just going through the character pictures while you're commenting. So who's next? Who's next?
Okay, let's start with. Okay, so okay with Liz and Ed, we don't care about them because
Right.
it's whatever. So I have really have
Mhm.
nothing with them. But I will
Mhm.
say this though, Ed. This is why you have issues because when they asked like what how you met or what was drawn what drew you in when he said I was in
Mhm.
this restaurant and I noticed this a beautiful girl standing behind Liz. I'm like, you know what? I'm like, you know what? You know what? And
Mhm.
this is why you having these issues.
Yep.
No.
Yep.
I
Okay.
was hollering. I'm sorry. And I know I shouldn't be hollering, but you know, I hollered.
Oh my God, Tina says, I swear on my 8 kids, I wasn't even gonna watch this and loved it. More like old school 90 days from years ago. Y'all are a mess.
It,
Liz looked rough. She
you,
did.
yeah,
I didn't recognize her.
me
Honestly, she
neither.
looks haggard. Living with Ed will steal your youth. Oh my
For real though.
God. Liz has probably put on depression weight because of non-neck Ed. Both of them are looking weathered since their last tell-all. Shit.
Mm-hmm.
Congrats to Kalini for taking that hall pat. Yup. And schooling
Yes.
the fuck out of Asuelu. Ciao. But he does turn on those tears too much, but we ain't get to him yet.
Okay.
Let's see. Agree she looks like okay. And Ryan says, and it sounds like the only reason Ed and Liz got back together was because Ed needed her to take care of him post
Exactly.
surgery.
Right.
He's a user. He's
Agreed.
a user.
All right. Let's
All right.
go to.
So who you want to
Uh,
talk about? Sorry.
okay. So we don't. Yara and Jovi. We already discussed.
Yeah.
Put them out. And Liz.
Mhm.
Okay. Molly and Kelly.
Okay. Molly and Kelly. I don't know why you think Angela is key to this season. But
We need.
anyway.
Because she's going to be the shit stirrer. She's going to give us the dramaticals, and her and Michael fighting is going to probably be one of the highlights of this episode. Should she be rewarded for her bad behavior? No, but she's because she's kind of friends. She's kind of friends with a couple of people, but she also has had
Mhm.
issues with a couple of people, and that's why they invited her because she has friends and enemies within the same camp. That's why
Mhm.
she's there. That's all that she's there for. Okay, these two. Now,
Mhm.
basically, what it boils down to is on what we see on the show. Molly is mad because he retired and is sitting on her couch. Basically, she said, "You retired and you don't do shit." That's paraphrasing. That's what she gave me, and he's like, "Well, I left my whole life for you. I get that." And when she brought up that snide dig about at least, oh, Ed, at least you know how to mow the lawn, and he said, "Is that a dig? Is that a dig?" No, no, I just said that. Oh, you know, Ed knows how to mow the lawn. I'm like, Molly, if you was that girl, you would say, "Yeah, that was a dig because you don't mow my lawn." And I am with Kelly on this 1,000%. I am a city boy. I will concrete the hell out that shit. Shout out to Kelly. Yes, better living through concrete.
But I was wondering if it was a metaphor.
I know. I
It
know.
could be taken both ways.
It could be. But now, here's the thing. Now,
Mm-hmm.
take what we know on social media. So we know that he has some issue with the daughter, that whole situation.
Oh.
Now, guys, tell me in the chat if I am right. Now, Debbie, they said this was coming January 20 this year, right?
That's what was said in Heidi's chat last night.
Okay. Now the fallout between the issue with Kelly and the daughter was like no October, November of last year. Am I right on that one?
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm right, right?
Well, I have no idea. You're
Um,
the legal person on this show.
and then amongst that time, Cynthia and Molly fell out with Cynthia alleging or alluding to Molly putting hands on her.
Mm-hmm.
Now, then you also throw into account, if I recall correctly, Cynthia took Kelly's side and not Molly's side. And Cynthia and Kelly remained friendly. That's what I
Mm-hmm.
remember. Tell me, you guys, if you could let me know if if I'm in the ballpark, that'd be awesome. But that's the timeline I remember. Let me just double
Okay.
check something. Because that you could see the animosity between them.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Auntie just replied. She said, "You are right, Jim." Okay, so that is the timeline. And then we also have to factor in this is after the tell-all as well.
Mm-hmm.
So there was a lot of stuff going on between them.
But I bet you anything, once it cleared legal, TLC
Right?
would not release them from their contractual obligation to do
Yes.
this show. And there were no restraining orders in place or anything like that.
Right.
So they were going to get their money's worth out of these two because they knew with everything that was in the news about them, it would bring eyes to this show.
Agreed. Okay. Auntie and Tina said my timeline is correct. Okay, that's just the way I remember because I was following it because I was like, whoa, this is some mess right here. Okay, so we got that timeline. So that's where their issues lie. It's not just this little petty
Mhm.
stuff that they are bringing up. I'm looking to see what's going on here. Tina says Kelly was only there. Yep, he was there to get that check. And Auntie said that's when the friendship broke. Yep. Okay, perfect. So with these two, I want to see if they're going to address or if they can address the offline issues.
Mhm.
That's the only thing that's the only reason I really care about them. And it's not that much. All right. Going on to Angela and Michael.
Oh, wait, let's go to this one.
So this is kind of
Cuz
ho hum. For me, this is kind of ho hum because Michael's not going to be there. It's going to be Angela, and this just tells you this is why Angela is there. Angela is just there to stir the pot and cause trouble. Like I said, she got friends and enemies on both sides. Cause what other show, last resort boot camp show is going to allow your significant other not to be there in person? Get out of here. TLC, we see you, and
but
it's okay.
here's the thing though.
Mhm.
It's difficult to look at Angela straight on. Oh my god, what happened to her? It's like the Crypt Keeper. And then I know I said she looked in like a can of busted biscuits, but it no, when she bent over in that bikini the bathing suit,
Then soon.
that was a ruptured sausage if ever I've seen one. Oh my god.
Now I'm going to agree with Tina. Ain't nobody care about this too, and Ryan. Like I said, they only are bring including them because Angela's going to be there by herself to cause trouble. That's all.
And her flaunting the divorce documents. Girl, was your marriage ever legal? Maybe
In the
that's why he
United
couldn't get over here.
in the United States,
You can get married everywhere in the world and it be valid here in the United States. I want to know, did we ever see a certificate from that wedding?
I don't recall.
I can go down to my local beach and bring you as my minister and find some bum and say I'm getting married, but that doesn't mean that paperwork was filed.
Exactly. So can we all agree, like, while we don't care about Angela Michael, because like who said it? Ryan said it. Nobody cares about Angela Michael. It's the same thing. Can we all agree that they're only including them so Angela can cause trouble?
Yeah,
Okay.
basically. And just look disgusting.
Mm,
I can't like, ugh. I know my body doesn't look like it did when I was in my 20s, but that doesn't mean that oh god. I wonder if she's lost any circulation from that bathing suit. I cannot. It's just inconceivable. And then hitting on the guy who was helping her to her room with the luggage.
hmm.
How about giving him a tip for all of the sexual innuendo that you threw his way?
Right. The harassment.
And the clickety clacking teeth. What's wrong with her mouth?
I don't even look at Angela. I just listen.
It's just mind blowing to me. But okay. Okay. All right. So we've gone through them. So then the last one is these bobos. The
Okay.
hit of the night.
Okay. So these are the couple. This is the couple that's going to give us life the whole season. Let's just be honest. Okay.
Mhm.
There's so much to unpack here. I mean, okay, so he cheated multiple times apparently. But I'm
Throughout the
sorry.
entire relationship.
But the thrush though, I'm like, ugh. Okay, when she said it though, you only get two ways, which is not true, but here you was kissing the lips or kissing something else. I'm just like, but if he got it that way, did he not notice something was wrong with what he was eating? I'm just saying. I'm, I'm just putting
It's
it out there.
Asuelu. It's Asuelu.
Uh, I'm just saying. I have to ask the question. So, they're there to quote unquote work it out, and I'm looking at Swaley like, how are you thinking she's gonna let you lay up in the bed with her?
For
I'm just,
real.
I'm like, huh? Like you're stupid. You're dumber than I thought you were.
But then his way to fix all of it is I'll give you a hall pass so you could go and kiss somebody.
Just
Get the fuck out of here. And good for you, Kalani, for taking it on and taking it to the next and the next and the next level.
and can we just point out how Yara? This is what Yara and Jovi. I don't even want them on the show. I just want your commentary because them and the confessional
But
had me rolling. Jovi's like, I
but
would have never given the
listen,
hall pass my marriage.
Jovi's expression when she said, "Yeah, I got the kiss," but then we did oral, and he turned around and looked at Yara. He was like, "You could keep him there. They're useless. They're as useful as tits on a bull until we get to the confessional and their reactions to the mess because they know they don't have no problems."
Right. But I'm going back. Remember the confessional, right? He's like, first of all, he's like, I would never ever give a hall pass within my marriage. He's like, how about no? And then y'all were sitting there like, yeah,
Yes.
y'all were sitting there like, yeah, him crying, blah, 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 blah. She's like, but you know what? It's his fault.
Yeah,
He
because she
did
said,
that.
I will never blame Kalani
Right?
because he started it.
Yeah.
Point blank into the period. Even
Oh,
Ed was sitting down there in a confessional saying, hall pass?
I was rolling at their commentary because they were just straight to like, nah, it's your fault. Period.
Mm-hmm.
Point blank, point blank, period. Oh, it was hilarious. So he's up there trying to look all upset, looking real hot and sweaty. I'm like, okay, fine, whatever. Trying to turn on tears. I'm like, and who said, was it Yara? Who said like he cried too much? Was it her?
Colini came in to pick up the kids for babysitting duty and said, "You understand what the truth is and stop crying."
Right.
I was just like, and y'all ain't talking, but you laying down the law for him for therapy. See,
You gotta love Kalini though. You have to love Kalini because she came straight past him and was like, and he said something. She's like, "Hello," and went right back to babysitting
well,
duty.
no, she said, look, we were going good for a while until I
Right.
found out what you did, and I
Mm-hmm.
just cannot with your nasty ass anymore.
Yep.
Go become a baker with all that you got. He's so gross. And I think the frustration with these two sisters is he's just not getting it.
Yeah.
Because when they came back to the room afterwards, all he could think about was like, did he dick you down better than I did?
Okay, so let's get to that part.
And her explanation, like, I understood it, but this bitch didn't. Like, he got her rocks off. He tickled her kitty. He made her quiver and shake and squirt. And what do? Lay there like a limp lizard, and
Oh,
you get your rocks off. And she's sitting there going, "Did we start?" He could get the fuck out of here. I'm tired of him.
but he's like, Are you saying he did it better? She's like, I would never say that. I'm like, well, ma'am, you just did. But
Yes, he
okay,
did. She
you
was
just said
nicer than me.
because she's like, you're just here's what struck me. She's like, you know how you're selfish in your everyday life. You're the same
Mm-hmm.
way sexually. I'm like, you know what? Oof, oof. Ooh, she's like, with
Mm-hmm.
me and you, you're concerned about you, but it's me and him, it's about both of us. I'm like, oof, oof. And here's my whole thing, and I mean this with all disrespect. Asuelu, you are an idiot, and here is why. You gave her the hall pass, sir. You gave a woman who was a virgin when y'all got together. She's only had
Mm-hmm.
yours, and you then gave her permission to sample others. Really,
Mm-hmm. But like
really.
Kalani said, the only reason why he gave her that hall pass because he swore up and down that she would never take it. He thought he
Exactly.
had her dignitized.
When she ain't never mind.
I want to see who this Mac Daddy is.
But Debbie, though, here's the thing. Kalani basically said she ain't never had no orgasm with him.
For real.
So Asuelu not understanding that any man that gets her off is just because she's gonna be like, we can't let this go. You expect her to give that
Mm-hmm.
up for? Here's my whole thing, Asuelu. You expect Kalani to give that up for you? Get out of here.
But she's still talking to him.
Yes.
He thought it was over, but at the resort, she on the phone with Bootang.
Mm.
No, and he must be pissed. Now he's gonna be like, "That's why you want me sleeping out on the couch."
And what Rodney? Yes, women can fake it, but they would prefer not to.
Mm. I felt bad for her when she said, "I was a virgin and I wanted to be with you and only you."
Mm-hmm.
Like, she was like, "You did good when you got her, Asuelu.
Yeah.
Why couldn't she have been enough?"
I think honestly he was. I could be wrong, but I think in his culture it is acceptable. The way
It is, but he
so
ain't living in Samoa. He
right.
living at home in California with her. And you could keep some of your ways, but dude, you got a good woman there who got you out of Samoa and got you opportunities, and got you a better life. Because if you was back in Samoa, fuck that. You'd be climbing coconut trees and working at the resort for the rest of your life and giving all of your money when the week come to your ungrateful ass mama and living, in the house with all your brothers and sisters.
And I
Come
want
on
to know,
now.
and I want to know where the mystery man lives.
They better bring him into Florida.
I want to know where
Oh,
he lives.
sidebar. A former colleague of mine actually did the pre-opening for this property for marketing. This is a beautiful property. Yeah.
Nice.
Beautiful property.
Not the whip appeal, Rodney.
Mm-hmm. Let me tell you, like somebody said, if you can give her that and make her toes tingle, she ain't letting you go. Cause now
No,
she know what it means to get fucked.
because she had never felt that before.
Damn right.
So when she got that taste, she's not gonna let that
Mm-hmm.
go.
And in my head, it's just like, oh, so that's why we dipping out. That's why we dipping out. Well, I'm gonna do it too. It makes no sense to stay with him right now. I know she's thinking like for her kids, but I think it would be to the detriment of her kids to
Right.
stay in this relationship. Because what does he do except contract yeast infections?
Ugh.
Child, when somebody said it in the comments earlier, Molly and Kelly's just going ew, ew.
Yeah, because you have to, because to get it on your tongue, like, and you I mean, you can see or smell the issue. I'm just saying.
This is Asuelu. You judging him like he got your sense, Jamal. He probably thought that she had fish fingers for dinner.
I hate you.
You
Oof.
know that's the truth.
But and also, you have to think about. I still go back to the fact that
Yes.
when they were talking, that's when his lack of comprehension really is on this full display. Because I'm going back to where he asked, like, "Oh, so he did it better than me," and she paused. I'm like, "Oh," and she was trying
Mhm.
to think of how to be respectful. When she said, "You know, I would never say that," I'm like, "You just did," but okay, like I said, you did. But he kept pressing. I'm like, "See, this just really shows you have no comprehension skills at all,
But
none."
look, this is what Tina's saying. It wasn't just a cheating. Like Kalani screamed and said, I've been going
Mhm.
through this with you for 6 years, begging for change. He's been here for 6 years. And he
Mhm.
is no better than when he got off that plane the first time.
Right. And he pissed me off. He's like, I know I'm just from a small island, and I'm like, shut up. No. You cannot paint yourself as the victim in the situation.
Kalani mentioned something about him turning on the tears. She's no longer impacted by that.
She's become
Immune.
desensitized to that.
Yep. And now her tears are for herself, her frustration.
Yes.
Unbelievable.
And I really feel with her,
Hmm.
what we're seeing is all of her frustration of the past couple of years really come out now. Because I think we're being honest. We always felt like she wasn't completely honest with us, the audience, about how she really felt. You could kind of see it, but she never would verbalize it. And I think now that she's met this new man, she feels comfortable enough to verbalize what's really going on.
Let me tell you, by the time we got to the last scene, I was like, where's Low? Where the fuck is Low and his golf clubs? Where is Low? Do Low know about this? Where Daddy at?
I bet you Lowe's met the new man. How about that?
Oh, that'd be nice.
Because here's my feeling. Here's my feeling, and I could be way off base, but this is just my thought process. With Kalani now actively verbalizing everything she's feeling and what's going on, and the fact that she's still maintaining contact with this man, My theory is that they're only on this show due to contractual obligations, and I wouldn't be surprised she's already filed that divorce papers, and Lo and Mama Lo have met the new man.
Okay. I hope like he's like a big black football player. I want him to be big and thick and black. I want him to be drilling her so it'd be like poking out of her mouth. Like I want her to get a total internal irrigation from this man. I want him to be hitting all the spots and then some.
Where are they living now?
California. I think it's at Irvine, California.
Just in
I think it's
California. Okay.
there. I think so. Because
Okay.
remember the last time I saw them on TV, they were still in Utah, but they were Lo and Mama was selling the house,
Right.
and everybody was moving back to California.
That's okay. I was thinking California. I'm like, who could be there for her?
I wanted to be a football player. She said she met him on social media.
See, that's what really got my peak. Like, really on social media? Okay. And you're
I
still in
want I
contact.
want him to be big just to like show up and say hello, and Asuelu start crying.
I'm with you. I'm with you because the way he's treated her, and we the audience have been saying this for years of how he's treated her,
Mhm.
how he's not growing up, how he's not taking care of business. You
Mhm.
know, this is good for him. And I loved it when she said, "You know what? If you could feel this much of how you made me feel, I'm okay with it." I'm like, bingo.
Listen, from the time his mama said that she don't care nothing about her kids, meaning Oliver and Kennedy, she only want the money.
Mm-hmm.
That that apple don't fall too far from the tree.
Agreed.
I would have shipped him back to his mama and then called immigration on the mama, the sister, and him. Bye.
Oh. Oh my goodness,
There are
no.
some illegal Samoans with some illegal grass looking stuff up in their house that they said they got from Samoa. It smell bad. You need to get over there and deport all of them.
Oh, you so bad, Debbie. You so bad.
True, he was wrong. Instead of asking if he's better, should have asked, "Are you in love with him?" But
And she pointed
again,
it out though.
he's taken Kalani for granted from the jump.
She said that though. Remember, she said that
Hmm.
you're not asking the right question. It's all about you. And even when they were talking in the bedroom with the second conversation about like,
Hmm.
did he do it better? If you notice, every question was related to him.
Hmm.
It was nothing about her.
Nope. No. I want to slap his mama for all these years.
Oh, and the sister. Oh, and the sister too.
Oh my God. Yes. I don't know. Like, this show is a hot mess. A hot mess. I will admit I skimmed through some of it. I will admit. Hey, Farmata. But I think it might be okay. We'll look at it again next week.
I'll just tell you guys. I'll just tell you guys. I'll be honest. I'm going to be watching it the same way I watched it this time. I'm not watching everybody.
Oh my God. Yes. It is. I can't watch Angela. I'm so sorry. She kind of scares me. I have no interest in Ed. Um, I might watch Yara's and Jovi's confessionals
Commentary.
because they're
Yeah.
kind of cute. Um, but I'm very interested in obviously Asuelu and Kalani, but also in Molly and
We need
Kelly.
the timeline. We need
Yeah,
that
I'm a little
timeline.
confused with that, but I feel they had already signed up their contracts to do this
Yes.
show.
Agreed.
TLC got clearance from the district attorney, legal, all of that, that there were no restraining orders in place, and got them on this show just so that people like me and Jamal would watch, wanting to figure out what are the timelines.
Really, realistically, with this show, if you watch it the way we kind of watch it, it's very enjoyable because you're cutting out the fat. To me, Ed and Liz are fat because we don't really need them. They don't really have a storyline. And you're watching Jovi and Yara for the commentary. We know y'all got no issues either. So, but the other three, well, two and a half, Angela's just there to fight with people and stir the pot. That's all she's there for. But we understand what Angela's there for. Just watch for the meet of Kalani and Asuelu and Kelly
Colini, I Colini to get in a few punches there too.
and Kelly and Molly. Those are the core. Like I'm sticking to that, and it's a good show. And like someone else said before, it just does feel like the old 90 days.
I think that was Tina.
This feels like the old 90 days where there was content. But I will say this though before we go, TLC. I hope you guys film this way. Keep the primary focus on Molly and Kelly and Kalani and Asuelu, and just give us a sprinkle of the unnecessaries, and it'll be fine. Do not focus on the the forgettables.
But they're gonna ruin it by bringing up Angela and her busted biscuit.
Yeah, the others are just pillow talk people.
Yeah. All right, y'all. So next week on Thursday, we are doing Before the 90 Days, and wait for it, Sister Wives. Da, 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 da. And then we'll do The Other Way, and then this combo chat session afterwards on Friday. Okay? So our favorite show is back. Take all of your notes. Rewatch it if you have to, but Sister Wives starts this Sunday. And I know you thought that this was Janelle's journey, but this might be Mary's melee.
I've been hearing a lot about Mary lately. A lot of people talking about Mary.
I think Janelle gonna be towards the end because they had that argument. They had that argument the Christmas, and he didn't talk to her till the March. And then they had the tell-all in October. So we might be catching up to 2022, y'all.
Right.
Jesus. The fuck. But yeah, so we'll see. Who knows? We'll see what happens. But the women are leaving. The women are leaving. Robin also had an interview with People Magazine because didn't nobody want to sit next to her. And basically, when they asked her, what does she feel like, with the women leaving? And she said, oh, well, Cody says, I'm the last wife standing. So how do you feel?
Right.
And then there's this other interview with him where he's talking about he doesn't like plural marriage anymore. And he's in a single marriage now. It's just like, not by choice.
Exactly.
But child. Yes. The first interview that came out, I think it was 2 days ago or a day ago with Christine and Janelle was really nice. I loved that. And you can find it on People, the People Magazine channel on YouTube, because that's where I watched it. It was under 10 minutes. I have not watched the Robin interview because I don't care. I did see some clips from Cody's interview on IQ. She did a live on it. And I don't care. That's why I watched it on IQ, because there are a lot of people in there making fun of him. So it was something funny for me to watch. But yeah, go out, look it up, and let us know what you think. Are y'all excited about Sister Wives coming back? I know we are.
Oh yeah, for sure.
All right. So, guys, have a great weekend. Thank you so much for chatting with us today. We appreciate all the likes. And thank you again for our new subscribers. Welcome to the tribe. We love having you here. You guys have been amazing in the live chat. And I'm looking forward to seeing comments from the replay crew. All right. So, Jamal, any fancy plans for this weekend?
Oh, you know me. It's just this
Thank
weekend. It's
you.
just about filming for the other channels, working on some stories for the Manor channel. Like, but I am watching. I am going to. I'm looking forward to Sister Wives on Sunday. I might actually watch that live on the actual TV.
Let me know if you do. Let me know if you do.
Okay.
Okay. So, guys, thanks so much for joining us today. Have a wonderful, wonderful weekend, and we will see you next Thursday and Friday.
For sure.
All right. Until next time.
Of course.
All right, y'all. Bye.